On a stormy Boxing Day in the heart of North Borneo, in a town known as Keningau, Mostan faced a night that would blur the lines between fear and reality, a night that would haunt him forever. It was December 26, 1996. The town of Keningau were unusually restless. A strange energy hung in the air, as though the trees themselves held their breath. Mostan, a 56-year-old Indonesian who had lived in Sabah since he was 6, sat hunched under the dim glow of a kerosene lamp, mending his fishing net. Outside, the wind came in bursts, carrying with it an acrid, unfamiliar scent. Even his loyal dog, Bintang, usually fearless, cowered in the corner, ears flat, tail tucked tight. Evening had settled early. Though the sky still held a dull glow, the villagers had already taken shelter indoors. The air was thick and heavy, signs of an impending storm. Mostan, attuned to the rhythm of the land, knew something was off. This wasn't just rain. Then came the knock. "Hello, host. Is anyone home?" A voice, hoarse and unexpected, broke the silence. Startled, Mostan glanced at Bintang, who bolted into the kitchen without a bark. Mostan's heart quickened. He wasn't used to visitors at this hour. He opened the door slowly. Standing before him was an old man with a weathered cane and a tired smile. "May I have a glass of plain water, please?" the old man asked politely. Mostan, though puzzled by the strange timing and stranger request, nodded. His instinct to help overcame his unease. He handed the man a glass of water. "You're alone here?" the man asked after drinking. "Just me and my dog," Mostan replied. "My wife and kids went to a relative's place for the holidays." "I've walked far from upriver, but only you gave me water," the old man said, disappointment in his voice. "Maybe the others ran out of clean water," Mostan offered, trying to defend his neighbors. The old man smirked. "It's all right. I'll give them plenty of water soon. Then they'll understand." As he handed the glass back, Mostan shivered. The man's hand was ice cold, and his skin felt soaked, wrinkled, like someone who had stayed in water too long. Once the man disappeared into the darkness, Mostan shut the door and bolted it. An hour passed. Night fell. Thunder growled in the distance. The storm was near. Then another knock. This time louder, urgent. Mostan froze. Bintang crept out of the kitchen, whimpering. Mostan reached for his machete and slowly unlatched the door. Just a crack, nothing but darkness. Then a face, pale, expressionless, just inches from the gap. Mostan slammed the door shut, heart racing. His family wouldn't be back tonight. They were attending mass, followed by a visit to another village. He had stayed behind to watch the house. Now he regretted that decision. He returned to his chair, machete in hand. The whispers began soon after. Faint, fragmented, carried by the wind. They came from nowhere and everywhere. Too soft to decipher, but too persistent to ignore. Trying to steady his nerves, Mostan went back to his fishing net. But the whispers circled the house, rising, falling, almost like chanting. Bintang whimpered again, staring at the door, trembling. Then came the second knock. It was harsher, more insistent. "Who's there?" Mostan called out. Silence. Then a child's voice. "Run!" Mostan stiffened. "Run!" The voice repeated, louder, more urgent. The kerosene lamp flickered violently, shadows dancing like phantoms across the walls. "No! Leave us alone!" Mostan yelled back. The voice vanished. Silence fell like a shroud. Then the door rattled violently, as if something unseen was trying to break in. Terrified, Mostan stumbled back, collapsing onto his cot, machete clutched tight. The rattling stopped, leaving a void of unnatural stillness. And then the face appeared again, this time at the window. It was translucent, pale. Its eyes were hollow, unblinking. A stretched, silent smile frozen on its lips. Water dripped from its ghostly face, forming a puddle on the sill. The figure raised a hand and tapped on the glass. Sharp, rhythmic, deliberate. Mostan snapped. He lunged for the lamp and extinguished it, plunging the room into pitch blackness. But darkness brought no safety. The whispers returned, louder, now inside the house. The night stretched endlessly, thick with dread. Every creak in the wooden floorboards, every gust of wind sounded like footsteps or something worse. Then, from the direction of Pampang River came a low rumble, deep, powerful, like something massive rushing toward them. A sound that echoed like the roar of 1,000 elephants, a stampede of unstoppable force. Panic overtook him. He called out for Bintang and grabbed a flashlight kept in its designated emergency spot. With its faint light guiding their way, they raced towards the concrete bridge about 200 meters from his house. Upon reaching the safety of the bridge, they stopped to catch their breath. Exhausted, drenched in sweat, and overcome with fear, Mostan collapsed beside Bintang. Using the flashlight, he turned back to gaze at the village. His home. Was he fleeing from a spirit or from madness? Bintang froze, his senses heightened as he listened to the rising rumble that echoed through the darkness. The sound grew louder, more menacing, until Mostan squinted into the night. Then he saw it, a towering wall of water, mud, and debris, surging violently down the river, swallowing the village whole. Its terrifying speed left no time for warnings, tearing away homes, lives, and everything in its relentless path. "No!" Mostan screamed, his voice lost in the chaos. But it was too late. Overwhelmed by despair, he dropped to his knees, his heart heavy with prayers for his family, his neighbors, and the countless souls swept away in the devastation of that night. Though he survived, the guilt clung to him. Had he run from the storm or from something far more sinister? Some dangers can be seen, others are felt, quiet, creeping, waiting in the corners of the mind. And sometimes the only way to survive is to listen.